I'm making classic sweet tea oven fried chicken.
What?
Ooh.
Yes.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
You're not frying the chicken.
I'm not frying the chicken. I'm doing it all in the oven.
How is that possible?
This is a recipe that my grandma would make that is awesome. So she didn't do the sweet tea brine, but she would do the oven frying. This, I just wanted to add a little extra something. So we always had sweet tea in the fridge growing up. Sometimes if I'm making this recipe, I will buy the sweet tea, but I look for there's one that just has tea, water, and sugar without all the junk in it. Or you can make it, keep it in the fridge.
What's the point of the tea? It's like a brine.
So this is the brine. The tea, the tannins will tenderize the chicken.
Ooh. Okay.
And the sweetness adds flavor. The salt adds flavor. So instead of salt, though, I use soy sauce.
Very smart.
So this gives it like an
Katie.
extra unctuous flavor. But really, the reason that I did the soy sauce was I didn't want to have to heat up the sweet tea a second time for the salt to dissolve and then have to let it cool down again because you can't put the chicken in a hot brine. You got to put it in a cold brine.
Right.
So I thought soy sauce, salt. Perfect.
Tremendous amount of science in this segment, guys.
Yeah.
I take a couple of garlic cloves and smash them in there for some extra flavor. And I just take a white onion and quarter it up and stick it in there as well. And that's where our flavor is going to come from. And then I've got a chicken over here that's been broken down, bone in, skin on.
Nice.
I do this same recipe sometimes. My butcher will do boneless skin on, and that's awesome as well. Because it's about the skin when you're having fried chicken,
I like the bone because
right?
it just keeps the integrity of the shape.
Well, you need a handle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's better bone in, right?
Yeah.
It always is.
Exactly. So this is going to go into the fridge. I like to do it 4 hours to overnight. And let that really get nice and tender. And a
the
nice
beauty of
long
that is
brine
there's
on it.
no real acidic value.
Exactly.
So it can kind of rock for a couple days if you cared to.
Yeah. There's no lemon juice in here that's gonna compromise the chicken. Into the fridge. Jeffrey, I've got one in there that's all ready.
Yeah, you want to grab it? I'll hold this.
Thank you. Oh, here we go.
We're gonna eat good.
Ooh, we are
gonna
really
eat
gonna eat good. All right, so I got my chicken now. And at this point, I'm gonna take it out and pat it dry because we don't want any extra liquid on there that's gonna keep our chicken
I don't know, where did the
from
frying come
getting
in
nice
here?
and
I don't see
crispy.
any
You're
frying.
gonna see.
Jeezy, yes.
But there's usually...
We are in agreement because all these people with their air fryers, it's not frying, okay? Stop using the word.
This is oven fried. You're gonna taste it and you're gonna be like,
it's gonna be delicious.
fried.
It's gonna be delicious.
This is my grandma's recipe.
Come on, Grandma.
Okay,
So
we'll give
you
her
know
that.
it's gonna be good.
Heck yeah.
So what you need is a rimmed baking sheet.
Okay.
Oven is set at 425, and you're gonna put a stick of butter onto the baking sheet.
Yes, Grandma.
Just a stick?
Now this is gonna go into the oven to melt.
Salted?
It doesn't matter if it's salted or unsalted, whatever you want to use.
What? Whoa.
This technique
Why
is
does this melt it over in a pan?
Because I want my pan to heat up too, so that when I put my chicken on it, it starts cooking right immediately. Like that, Jeffrey. Okay, Jeffrey, get your brown paper bag.
OG, baby.
Yep.
This reminds me of the days that I used to do grocery bagging.
Yeah.
I did.
Flour. All-purpose flour.
Can you use like rice flour?
Rice flour would be perfect if you want to make this gluten-free.
It's like going to the movies.
Salt.
Jeez.
Okay.
Paprika.
Okay.
Literally one of the only reasons I have paper bags at home.
Really?
Garlic
Frying
powder.
chicken. Yeah, this is how you do it, Katie.
Yeah, you can do it in a bowl if you want. Onion powder.
But the beauty of the bag is it's dry.
Pepper.
So if the wet chicken hits the dry bag, it pops
that
off
smells
of it.
good.
Mix it up in there.
A bowl,
You know,
it stays
give it a little
wet.
mix so all those seasonings get all mixed
Is
together.
this how you did it? Your grandma did it?
Yes.
With the bag?
Yes.
One bag or several bags?
Just
We
a
would
bag.
double bag because sometimes
Yeah,
the flour
goes through.
creeps out of the bottom.
And there was soy sauce in our brine for saltiness, but I'm still gonna salt the chicken because you need it. This is fun, and I'm telling you, you're not gonna believe this chicken.
So you don't have to
fried.
brine this. You could do it without
You do
brine.
not have to brine this. I'd make this all
Load
the
me up.
time.
Can I have a
as
thigh,
like,
please?
Yes. I make this kind of as like a last-minute dinner sometimes even, and just do
I have two here.
unbrined chicken. You want more?
Do you have a brown bag technique, Katie?
Yeah, show me.
'Cause- Yeah.
I just shake
Don't-
it.
I'm nervous. I don't want to mess it up.
Oh, you shake it.
Oh,
Yes, yeah. That's why we
Sideways?
double bag. I always do
Yeah, you can double bag it. And then, you know, get in there with your tongs and make sure that chicken is really coated in there. All right, let's check on our butter. Perfect over
I've
here.
never baked butter, is a first.
I love this technique. I've never seen
it's
oven
so
fried
smart.
chicken with a spat of butter
I
on
would
the
put
pan.
like 4 butters on that.
Look at that.
Yeah. All right, so you
Oh
want to
my
kind of like
goodness.
make sure the butter is coating all the pan.
Can you do olive
Slide
oil?
it around.
No, geez,
I
butter,
mean,
just
I
butter.
guess, but butter is just gonna give you
Butter's
so much
better.
flavor. So much flavor in here. All right, I got my tongs. Now I want to take this
I feel like I'm definitely doing this. and I
skin
don't even...
side down. Give it a little
Yes, yes.
shake.
Katie.
Skin side down. And
this.
this is essentially the fat in the chicken skin is gonna combine with the fat of the butter, and you are gonna be frying it in its own fat and in the butter.
I'm definitely choosing this at the Meat and Three, but there's other options, right? You got meatloaf.
Okay.
You got like
Meatloaf's a great one.
sausage, ribs, a brisket, like a
Pork chop, probably.
pork
Pork
chops.
chop.
I
mean,
thought this was like just barbecue, but no,
no,
it's
it's not. It's not barbecue at all. It's just like a main protein
Okay.
that's probably
I
you know
stand
made in a
corrected.
kitchen, not on a smoker or whatever.
I stand corrected.
But you know, there's so many options. It's actually very hard to choose the meat for me. That's why.
That's
I get
why you want a
anxious.
double meat moment.
Yeah.
All right, this is gonna go back in the oven, 425 degrees for 30 minutes. Then you're gonna flip it and do another 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay. I was
until
wondering
it's totally done.
how the flour top was going
Yeah.
to soak up.
Flippage.
It's a flip. Okay.
Yeah, it's a flip halfway through,
You
essentially.
get a bath. It's called a bath flip.
Hey.
All right, here we go.
Welcome
Is
to the
this
show
straight
again.
out of the
Oh
deep
my
fryer?
God.
Look at that. Does that not look
My mind
fried?
just got blown.
Yeah, and then here's what I like
wanna
to
fry.
do. After it comes out, I like to give it one
Yeah,
little
yours.
last, you know, and then you get that nice like shine on it. All right, so you give it just a little bath
that
and
piece.
all that.
No, that's
Javelina.
mine.
You've got
No.
the.
That's yours?
It's
I
like
did it.
that's
I
you?
get a choice.
it's like the schmaltz of the chicken fat is so
Schmaltz.
Schmaltz
delicious.
and butter combination. I mean,
Yes.
Come
we don't
on
see
now.
enough of that. I
Yeah,
think.
we really
Wow.
don't. I'm doing this technique at home 100%.
I'm not kidding you. These little black crispy bits are like to die
Yeah.
for.
Cook's treats.
If I went to a Meat
Come
and Three and saw that tray, I'd be like, "Can my meat be the drippings in the fond on the pan to scrape it off?"
Can I drizzle on this? Can I help you or no? You need help?
Here we go. Okay.
I want this piece, and Jeff has
Yeah, I
called
want that one.
piece.
Yep, I already
Okay.
called it, so
Yeah,
we
we've
can't even.
called it. We're babies.
We've already
Alright,
talked
so-
about
We're
it.
children.
All right, I've got a pot of collard greens here because
Katie.
we haven't gotten to all of our sides yet, but you needed
my
something.
goodness.
So my recipe for these is on foodnetwork.com. All right.
Oh my.
Oh my
Nothing
gosh,
better.
I can't wait to eat. I'm like, my mouth is watering right now.
I've been eating since
All
yesterday.
right, Jeff, which one did you want? You
that
wanted
thigh
that one?
right there, that's
Okay.
literally has my monogram.
I just
initialed
don't, I
in.
mean,
Thanks a
GC,
lot,
because
Jeff.
you're here and watching, I will fork and knife this, but I want to pick it up. Look at that.
But you know,
Look at that. Do you hear the crunchy crunch?
I-
You hear
I
the
heard it.
crunch of
It's
the
actually-
skin, right?
Both legs.
You want the legs? Okay.
Because he took my dark.
oh, I'm going in. I don't care.
Can you believe that wasn't fried? Like, let's talk about, like, is there any question?
Yeah. Katie, you coming to the cookout.
I get to come to the
Come to
cookout.
the cookout. Come to the cookout. Let me get some of that pot liquor really quick. Hold on, let me just. Doesn't it taste like?
Get some little crispy bits.
No, you know in the South, this is where it's at.
Little crispy bits. This is what I like. It is
And
not
dare I
fun to
say,
clean this
there's
pan
no
afterwards.
pork in your greens, huh?
No. Actually, I put soy sauce in the greens too.
This is if you're anti-pork, which is what actually started my catering career with my vegetarian greens. This is delicious.
Why? Thank you.
This chicken, Katie, is top to bottom, 360 around, delicious.
You like it?
The skin is perfectly crisp and
It really
rendered. The rub from your coating, right, from your light breading, it's just not like a breaded, fried, heavy, greasy chicken, but it's like the best of a great
It's
roast
like-
chicken and a best of like a nice fried chicken, which is all about that meat, which the brine has seeped through every like ounce of this meat. Every fiber of the protein in here is juicy.
Why? Thank you.
It just melts in your mouth. And then in conjunction with that crispy skin and the coating on there, salty, it's a little sweet. I actually taste the tea in there. This is excellent.